everybody, my name is Jessica Myers, your host of Housing Virgins. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing a special housing decision and some of the economic principles that govern the conclusion that is reached. Lauren is a senior in high school planning on coming to Penn State next year. One of the most important decisions that she will have to make is where she wants to live. She's going to have to take location, roommate, and special living options into account as a housing virgin. Let's meet Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm going to be a freshman next year at Penn State, and I'm so excited. I have so many things I have to do at school. I can't even wait. But I have a bunch of things to think about now. I have my housing contract, but I have to consider my different options of where I want to live and whatnot.
Lauren's going to use economic concepts to weigh out her options.
There are three things I have to think about for next year. The first is if I want to choose my roommate. Second is if I want to live in a special living option. And the third is where exactly on campus I want to live. I really want to live with my best friend, but I want to live in South Halls because it's closer to my actual classes and downtown. But she wants to live in East with the majority of the freshmen. But I heard those rooms are really small and that the walls are really thin, so I don't want to do that.
Lauren has a large list of wants in her dorm room, but unfortunately, due to the scarce nature of goods in an economy, or in this case, the scarce nature of dorm rooms at Penn State, she can't have both, so she must choose one best alternative. We must remember that scarcity is a situation in which the ingredients for producing the things that people desire are insufficient to satisfy all wants.
I've put a lot of thought into my decision. I think that location, though, is going to be my #1 priority. I really want to live in South, so I'm crossing my fingers for that, but if I can't live in South, I guess I'll have to live in East, which will actually be okay as long as I get to live with my best friend.
So Lauren gave up living with her best friend to get her most desired aspect, location. This is one of the most important principles of economics. Remember, opportunity cost is the highest value, next best alternative that must be sacrificed to obtain something or to satisfy a want. Lauren tries to choose the alternative that best balances the marginal cost and the marginal benefit. Marginal cost is a change in total cost, while marginal benefit is a change in the total benefit due to 1 unit change in product rate. The marginal benefits of South would have a larger room, getting to downtown quicker, and getting to class quicker. The marginal cost would be a potentially bad roommate. The majority of her floor might be upperclassmen. It might be hard to make friends there, but the marginal benefits of East would be living with her best friend and not having to adjust to someone new, where the marginal cost would be uncomfortable living space and far away from main campus downtown class.
I'm a little scared of living with my best friend. I've heard so many stories about best friends who live together and then they end up hating each other because they see too much of each other throughout the day and they get in so many fights and arguments and drama and whatnot. So I think I would rather live with a random roommate because then I'll end up hating them and not my best friend.
According to the law of diminishing marginal utility, the more of any good or service is consumed, its extra benefits decline. Potentially, after a while, Lauren and her best friend could get tired of each other, and this might ruin their friendship. Lauren is not willing to put her friendship into jeopardy. Initially, living in East will give Lauren a larger marginal utility, which is the utility derived at any given moment. This diminishes with each unit of time she spends with her best friend. Conversely, living in South may not give her the biggest marginal utility to begin with, as she has to share with someone new. But in the long term, she will receive larger total utility, which is the utility received in the lifetime of the good.
I'm ready to make my decision.
That's so great, Lauren, and congratulations. You're no longer a housing virgin.
Yay.
Hi, we're Group 74. We didn't have any slackers and we all contributed equally.
I was director. I played Lauren.
I was production manager.
And I played Jessica.